ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third episode of Meet the S-Class Digital. Now, during previous episodes, we already had a chance to take a look at some of the new functions, such as the new MBUX, or also passive and active safety functions. But as we all know, the S-Class is, of course, renowned for its superb level of luxury and comfort, which is why today, in just a moment, our expert guests will show us what Mercedes-Benz has done to raise this to a next level. Before we do dive into the stunning features of the S-Class luxury experience, why don't we start out by having a look at what makes it so very special on the inside.
Hey Mercedes, play my favorite song.
All right, that was a great impression of the individual experiences that you can have in an S-Class. But of course, we would also like to look at how this level of comfort is achieved in the first place, which leads us to our first expert guest today. A very warm welcome to Mercedes-Benz Head of Interior Design, Hartmut Sinkwitz. Thank you for joining us. Could you give us a bit more information about the philosophy behind the interior design that we will be experiencing in the new S-Class?
Sure. We wanted to set ourselves the goal for nothing less than achieving the best touch architecture that has ever been made for a luxurious interior. And we've got this touchscreen that is reminiscent of a waterfall, but it really stands out with all its beauty, with the straightness and the lightness and elegance. And here comes the tension. We did not connect the screen with the dashboard. Instead, we kept it freestanding as a new and true icon to keep it separate from the dashboard. And the harmony we achieved through the way we treated the surfaces of the dashboard and the whole interior, coming from the aesthetics of the touchscreen and bringing this into the analog world with all the rich materials and the nice wooden deck that simply flows down from the windscreen down below the touchscreen and into the doors in a very beautiful way. So it actually brings together the high-tech experience of the digital world with the beauty and authentic, true value experience of our analog history.
And your eyes shine when you speak of that passion and beauty. That's wonderful. And it's interesting how the small details really make such a big difference. Hartmut, thank you so much for all of these insights, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, and hope to see you again.
Me too. I hope to see you again soon, Hartmut. Thank you once more. And now, of course, we would like to take a closer look at some of the details that Hartmut just told us about. And for this, we do have for you a few exhibits right here in our studio. And our next expert in the studio is here to explain them to us. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome, Head of Color and Trim from the Design Department of Mercedes-Benz, Belinda Günther.
Hi, Jasmine. Thanks for having me here.
Belinda, it's my great pleasure. I'm glad you could make time. And as you can see, we are surrounded by models. Now, we would like to start out by explaining what we have here. These pieces, I take, are all from the passenger side of what is going to be the new S-Class. Right, Belinda?
Yes, that's right. These are exhibits that help us to apply our color and trim ideas directly onto the interior shape. And this is pretty close to what we're going to see in the new S-Class interior, but not exactly yet.
Okay, so this is a teaser, a very exclusive teaser for the viewers today.
Yes, that's good.
Okay, let's call it a teaser.
Yes.
The surfaces are going to be a highlight, I understand, in the new S-Class. Could you tell us a little bit about these two surfaces we're seeing here?
Yes, definitely. One of the most surprising and unexpected aspects in the interior is a very generous deco surface that flows through the complete interior. And for this deco surface, we got inspiration from the deck of yachts, the beautiful piece you see in front of you. And we used an open port walnut veneer. We combine it with linear real aluminium inlays, and these inlays are tailored perfectly to the shape. So this piece unites craftsmanship and luxury on highest level.
This one is also new, right?
Yes, and we love colors, especially this shade of saddle brown. We got inspiration from the glamorous world of fashion. We were looking into luxury items such as really exclusive and really elegant handbags. And in the background, the other exhibits show different characters of color combinations.
Belinda, should we wander on over to the table right here to look at the other exhibits you've brought along? Because I think on this side of the studio, it gets yet even cozier, right?
Yes, it's getting cozy. We created a complete new generation of seats for the S-Class interior. And those seats will offer a top level of quality, of comfort, and absolute exquisite materials.
If we start out on my side, the seat right here has this lovely diamond pattern, and this is what you call time-honored pattern at Mercedes-Benz. What does that stand for?
The time spent on the pattern, on the craftsmanship, is part of our commitment to offer highest luxury, highest quality to our customers.
And one thing I'm sure that the viewers have noticed that as well, we're seeing on both models these tiny little holes. Is this a mere design element, or does it actually have a function, Belinda?
The holes are perforations, and they play an important role in the climate control of the seat. They also give a noble look to the seat, as you see on both of them, and they are also perfectly tailored to the mold, to the shape of the seat.
This is very intriguing. We're looking forward once again to September, to the world premiere. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope to see you again soon, Belinda.
Yes, I hope so too. Thank you.
Thank you, Belinda, and take care. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a luxurious driving experience depends on so many factors, as we've just seen, and it also affects all of our senses. We all know that the noise level perceived within the vehicle is also very important to your well-being, which is why we have prepared the following video, and this is to learn about the almost noiseless driving experience inside of the new S-Class. Enjoy. So why don't we now welcome our next expert, Head of Product Management S-Class at Mercedes-Benz. Thank you for joining us, Dirk Fetzer.
Thank you, Jasmine. Very happy to be here.
It's a pleasure having you on the show as well. Now, Dirk, we just saw the film about noiseless driving. You actually picked this subject to open our conversation. Why so?
In fact, I could have picked any of the many details that compose this very special feeling of luxury in our S-Class. It's not triggered by a single feature. Nobody would ever step in a car and say, wow, look at this leather-covered armrest, now that is luxury. But first and foremost, luxury is about having a deep and absolute understanding of what your customers need and want, sometimes even before they know they wanted it.
Doesn't sound like an easy job to do, but your customers do expect the best, of course. Why don't we return to the film we've just seen? Are you saying that this class-leading quietness, as you call it, is a component of luxury itself?
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those critically important invisible components of luxury. The S-Class has always been renowned for offering a very good acoustic insulation combined with virtually no vibration. Our engineers spent countless hours to bring this, what we call NVH, so noise, vibration, harshness, to new levels. And they do all of this for the customer to feel nothing, just an oasis of tranquility.
We like the sound of that, an oasis of tranquility. Let me mention at this point, Dirk, that you have actually spent 6 years of your professional life in Dubai, and I can only imagine that customers there have very special requirements when it comes to luxury, right?
That's the right imagination. But what I learned there is exactly the opposite of what you might think right now. It is the little details that matter and that make us stand out from the competition. For instance, we have a super soft cushion as an add-on for the rear seats. So we call it the Kuschelkissen. Actually, many of our customers call it the Kuschelkissen already. That translates to something like the cuddly pillow. It is a small component, but it makes such a huge difference. So the new S-Class gets these even on the front headrests, and the rear one is now even heated. It's not exactly something that I learned from Dubai, because in Dubai you need a perfect air conditioning.
I would imagine that the air conditioning is more important. And speaking of which, Dirk, you were mentioning before the show began the energizing air control. What is that all about, and what's so important when it comes to that?
Energizing air control is a new innovation to provide clean air in a car's interior. Filtration was already on a very high level, but energizing air control, with it, we continue to provide our customers with a high-quality product which removes particles and pollutants from the air. We use an innovative particulate air combi filter with activated carbon to help to reduce fine dust, pollen, and odor. But this is just one of the many energizing features to help increase the well-being as well as the mental and physical fitness of the driver, which is very important.
One of the many features, the only thing missing now would be a proper massage. Is that also one of the features in the energizing package?
Absolutely. I mean, who doesn't want to be pampered by a massage?
Right.
With the active multi-contour massage seats, our S-Class customers can now choose from 10 programs even at all seats, from a classic massage to even programs offering an active workout. Now, summing it all up, Yasmin, this is all a unique result of countless components and the dedication of a huge team of engineers, designers, product managers, and many others. It's so hard, I guess it's even impossible to just describe all of this. So people, customers, you need to experience it. And I'm very, very positive that once you do, you will remember this conversation, and now you know this is not a coincidence what you're going to be feeling, but it's an S-Class.
That's a done deal, Dirk. I happen to have a few minutes time left on hand if there's a new S-Class standing around somewhere.
Let's go.
Let's check it out. Okay, but I think I'm going to have to stay patient till September. Right?
That is true, but September is coming very soon.
September is just around the bend. Thank you so much for all of this insight, and we now look forward even more. Thanks for joining us today, Dirk.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you as well for joining us, of course. We now will look forward to the S-Class world premiere on September 2nd even more. Until then, stay safe, everyone, and bye. See you soon.